Okay, guys, we are back. I don't know if you see me now. So basically, it was frozen, so I'm unable to show any text or anything. So, guys, if you want to know more about what I was saying before, please watch the previous video. So basically, he told me I should go to the test in my car, right? And then that's when I did it. And then let me show you on the 11th of August. That's when I got my test. So I went and I was very nervous. I was so nervous. I went with my mom and she was basically like she doesn't think I'm going to pass and things like that. So sometimes, right, when you're doing the test, right, even though your family may want the best for you, sometimes it's best not to tell them anything because the discouragement might come in, but it's because they are trying to protect you. But sometimes it's best to not tell anybody. So yeah, we went to the test center. She was like, "Good luck" and things like that. And then I did it, and the woman was so scary, guys. So when I got the test, right, I didn't get the time I want. So let me show you how it looks like. So this is how it looks. So you either get morning rush hour, morning, afternoon, or evening rush hour. And guess which ones is the hardest to get? The morning and the afternoon, because everybody does not want the rush hour, right? So everybody is going for the rush hour. So I couldn't get the time I want. So I basically got a morning rush hour. And I did not want the time that the children were not in school. I mean, when the children were in school, so that I don't have to see children all around, wherever. So this time, children were going to school and it was the rush hour. So it was not a very good time for me. So I was already very nervous. And when we finished, I realized that I really could have passed. About just really minor things. So the thing that I failed, let me show you. Oh, I made it clear. I failed. Yes, I did. You were unsuccessful. 11th August. Guys, the way I cried. Last year, I was just crying like the whole year. But then this one, I cried so much that I didn't know what to do with myself. So because of awareness planning, progress, undue hesitation, like I don't know. I just don't know why this woman failed me on that one. Because that one, it was basically literally 5 minutes away from the place. 5 minutes. Basically, when the road that you have to cross, you have to go to in order to go to the main road. That's why she failed me. She said that I waited too long and there was a guy behind me. I didn't see no guy behind me, and I was told that when I reached the double lines, I should wait and look around. So that's what I was doing. But she said it was undue hesitation. And the awareness plan, and I wasn't sure what it was. But reverse park, parallel parking. Oh my gosh. When she told me that I should do the parallel parking, I was like, I failed. So I knew that I'll fail on that one. Because if you fail on any of the oh my gosh, I've forgotten already. Those maneuvers, yeah. If you fail on any of the maneuvers, you are failed. But basically you can get how many serious faults can you get? Yeah, if you get one serious fault, you failed. But you can get 16 minors, and that's fine. So even here, I don't even, I think I got like three minors. So yeah, basically that failed me. Parallel parking. I was like, God, please don't let me get parallel parking. And I also got road signs. So basically I had to follow the road signs to my destination. Oh, it was so annoying. I hated it. Normally you get either sat nav or you get road signs. So the sat nav will basically direct you, telling you where to go. But for the road signs, you have to check, oh, is it going to be third exit or is it going to be second exit? I hated it so much. But even that was not an issue. So yeah. So that happened, guys, and I was sad and I was crying. So I could only get another test. Is it 10 days after or 30 days after? Anyway, I did it again to get the test fast. And then this time I got a test in November. And do you know why I was doing it so fast? Right? Not because I want everything fast, 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 but because my driving test, right? Remember when I did it? My theory test, 2021, December. I told you 16 December. And now it was August. So I had to, your theory test expires after 2 years. So I had to make sure I had it before the 2 years was up. Yeah. Otherwise, if the 2 years is up, you have to take the theory test again. And it was so unfair because literally COVID-19 happened, so nobody could take a test. So if anything, they should have removed the 2020 year away, but they didn't do that. So yeah, so I had to make sure I did it because I was not going to take my theory test again when I failed 3 times for my theory test. Guys. So I was doing it fast, fast, fast. I couldn't get any test dates. And then I finally got a test date in, well, let me show you. When was my test date? November. Oh my gosh, how? Hey girl, you are back again. Sorry. The live was just it got frozen. It was so annoying, girl. So basically this was my second test date. My second test. How many times did you fail, Lindsay? I remember the first time you failed. You were so upset, you were so angry. I remember it so well. I feel like we were in college or something. Or you met me and you told me. Anyway, yeah, this was my second test. I was unsuccessful. Again. This time the driving instructor, she was very nice. And yeah, she kept showing me what to do and the rest. But I was so nervous. I was more nervous than the first time. And it's crazy. It seems like everybody has that same experience. Like everybody's more nervous on their second time than their first time. It's really weird, but that's what happened to me. I was so nervous. I was so shaky. Oh gosh. So then I guess I didn't do my signals correctly and I didn't look at mirrors. Huh. Oh my gosh, girl, you flew 4 times. Wow. Wow, girl. That's mad. Oh my gosh, I have to hear your story because that's scary. That's crazy. I feel to be fair, you can say it. You could say it 3 times or you could say it's 2 times. Because I'll speak about the third time. Because I paid 3 times basically. So wow, that's insane. Oh yeah, before this date, right? I was actually supposed to do it on another date. And then I was unprepared and I was so scared. But then the driving instructor sent me a message that, oh, there's something happened to her, so she was unable to take me. I was so happy, guys. I was so happy. So later I got this test date. And then I failed again. Oh my gosh. The use of mirrors. Oh yeah, the dangerous fault. The dangerous fault is because I knew I had failed. So I was like, oh my gosh, I was panicky. And that's when we were getting closer to the driving place where we have to end the driving test. And then basically I just couldn't be asked. So I was just going on the runabout. I was mad. And then she had to hold it. To be fair, she didn't really have to hold it, but she said she took action and became a dangerous fault. I didn't really mind it because, well, I failed anyway. I knew I failed then. Okay. Yeah. So basically, guys, this time too, I was crying. Like I was crying so much. Like even when I remember November. Oh my gosh, I was crying even more than August because I knew my date was so close. I had to get a date. Otherwise, I would have to retake my theory test. And I didn't want to take that theory test. I had to pay another money again. I was crying. I was like, God, why are you doing this to me? Like, why am I not passing? Am I not able? Like, I can drive. So what's again? What's the problem? Why do I keep failing? Like, why are things not working out for me? Last year, guys, I need a testimony. Like, I'll make a testimony video of the whole of last year because last year was just nothing was working out, guys. Hey, and it's crazy because I thought my 25th year is going to be this blast, but no, it was just, guys, I struggled. I really struggled. These are some of the things that I was learning. Like, yeah. So I took it again. I got another test again. I think in 10 days after, I got another test again. But what's the name? When I got there, she told me, I didn't tell my mom this time, and I went with my friend. She told me that our brake was not working, so she cannot take me. It was the same woman as the second time. I was like, what? Are you kidding? I struggled so much to get a test date. It was I think the beginning of December or so. And my theory test is expiring in 16th of December. Now, what do you want me to do? Yeah, she said she couldn't take me. Guys, I was devastated and I was not going to be refunded my money back. Oh my gosh, if I think of the money I spent, I don't even know how I got the money. Oh, guys, the money I spent on this. So these are some of the things that I was learning. So I tried my hardest, guys, to get another test date. I tried so hard to get another test date, but it didn't happen. So yeah, what could I do? On the 16th, I was so sad. I was like, Lord, so I have to take the theory test again. Like, why? So it was just insane. But this year has been a good year. For sure, this year has been a good year. So I decided I had to learn my theory again, right? I did a booking. And then I got, even getting a theory test date is hard. But I got it for the 5th of January. I thought, oh, this is nothing. But then very soon it became the 3rd of January and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know anything. So then I started learning. I started learning for the theory again. So this time I was using the app to learn, These are like the kind of thing. This is for practical and also theory. So I was learning it, and I used the pass guarantee. That so basically use the pass guarantee. So it says that it guarantees that you are going to pass if you finish everything. If you don't pass, they'll give you back your money. So I did that, but I don't think I finished. So I did that, and then guys, wait. Yes, I don't know if you can see. Dear Angel, congratulations, you passed your car theory test. Oh my gosh, guys. Because remember, if you don't have your theory test, you cannot what? You cannot have your practical test. So yeah, I had to have my theory test. And yes, I finally passed my theory test. I was so happy, guys. I was so happy. I don't know why so much keeps happening. It's really annoying. But yeah, I passed my car theory test. And then I had to book another date for the practical, right? But then I was not getting a date. So I got one date in like May or something. I was like, okay, fine. I don't even care about the practical no more. I'm just going to do whatever. And then later, I did it again, right? I did the app thing, and then I got another date in February, and then I did it, and then time came again, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know anything. Oh, it's frozen again. I wanted to show a video, but it's frozen again. Anyways, I was like, I don't know what to do, whatever, things like that. And then in 2 days, okay, guys, I'm saying it all over the place, right? I'm saying it all over the place, but listen. So the week before that, I was about to do this test, right? This was the 12th of February. Remember, my first one that I failed was 12th of August 2023. This was the 12th of February 2024. And I what's the name? I got a job in Shrewsbury, right? And then I wanted to pass to drive there. Otherwise, I would suffer with a bus and getting a taxi and things like that. So I wanted to really pass fast. And then my mother said that the MOT of the car was on the February 20th. So if I don't pass, I'm not able to use the car. So then I tried to find dates on the app very fast, basically in 1 week. So I was trying to find dates in 1 week. So 1 week before the 12th of February, what is that? What week is that? I think it's the 6th, from the 7th February onwards. Basically, that's what I did in the driving test app. 1 week, no rush hour, no weekends, because when you do on the weekends, you have to pay more. So basically, I gave God like 5 days and certain hours. It was literally impossible. Even a month back in December, I had a whole month, but then I couldn't find any. So imagine just weekdays, only 5 days, no Sunday and Saturday, and specific times. What? And it's crazy because on the app, right? So the app that I was using to learn how to drive, you could put your dates that you go for your driving on it. Even though I didn't have a date yet, I just put 12th of February. And guess what? Came 12th of February. Like what? What? It's still February. Yeah. And then after 2 days, right? In 5 days, in 7 days, I have to get a date because of the MOT. I got a date. And it was at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. means not rush hour because there's nobody around. So it's not rush hour and it's a weekday. I was so happy, guys. What? And the children are in school, so there are not going to be any children around. Or were the children not in school? I don't remember. It seems like the children were not in school. It was the same date and the same time that I put on my driving test app. And without even knowing, that's what happened. And I tried to change it because I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready. But to no avail, I couldn't change it because they said it was too close to the time. And I did not know that it would be that close. So I started practicing by force, by fire. Seriously. It was insane. And before that, I was doing a 21-day Daniel fast. This year has been the year of fasting and prayers. Because guys, if it is not fasting and prayers, I don't know how I've been able to get through this year. Because this year, hey, gosh, guys, fasting and prayers. So I was doing a 21-day Daniel fast. And then on the 10th day, in fact, I have it. You see the paper there? Basically, it's on it. On the 10th day, that's when I was going for my driving, and then I prayed that God, I'm going to get it. That's what I was praying the whole day. If you don't know, that Daniel fast is basically eating fruits and vegetables. That's what Daniel did in the Bible. So that's what I was doing. 21 days. Guys, to be fair, it's crazy because when I was doing the fast, right, I thought I was going to lose so much weight and not look good. But guys, I looked so good. Waist snatched. Mm-mm. Anyway, so I was happy. Because, oh yeah, it was halftime. So the children were indoors. So it was all good and whatever. And then I was watching videos on others saying that they passed and things like that. And it made me so sad. I was like, when is it going to be my turn? And it was supposed to rain the whole week. It was literally supposed to rain the whole week. I was like, oh my God. So now I'm going to do my driving test in the rain. So sad. And yeah, I was very stressed that week too because I was doing editing and audio and it just kept getting corrupted, especially on that day. So it was like things were just not working out for me. The devil really tried it. And what's the name? We went to the driving test area. I went with my sister, my brother, yeah, all of them. And then I was learning about the bonnet, right? How to know if it's the brake fluid is filled or those things. So I'm not really sure, but whatever. And I was asking my brother what he thinks about it, and he was showing me. And then yeah, I was trying to get it, but then still I failed it. But it was fine because it wasn't like the major things that those ones. Even if you fail the two of them, it's fine. So I almost didn't go again because of the tires. This time when I got to the driving test station, it was the same woman who failed me for the second time. And the third time that she didn't let me go because she said my tires were no good. My brake wasn't good. She was the same woman again. And she almost failed me again because she said that, oh, the tires, they don't look that good. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? What? Now tires. First it was brake. But then she said it was right on it. So let's go. I was so happy. I was so, hey guys, imagine she failing me again and I'm not able to go again. And then she was not holding a sat nav, so that means I had to use road signs. I was like, oh God, why? I hated road signs so much. But then I had to do road signs again. So yeah. And I was scared because it was a neighborhood. So I thought I would do parallel parking. Parallel parking, basically reverse parking like I did on my first time. And then we're going. She at some point, right? You know, when you're doing the driving test, they make you park and then restart quite a lot. They make you park and restart, so they see how you park and start. But she was not letting me do it as much. And then later she started letting me doing it. She made me park and restart, and then there was a line of cars behind me. So when you hold cars like that, it becomes a problem. And they could have just passed by. But I guess they thought that they were doing me a favor because I was a learner, which was please go. Yeah. So I thought that I would fail because I held the cars up a bit. When I saw it, I held it up a bit. But then I just left. At some point, I just left. And yeah, it was fine. So independent driving this time. So because there was no sat nav, I had to follow the road signs and I got lost. And I was so panicky because there was a lot of those complex roundabouts. Basically, if you know Telford, you know. So basically, we were at Hadley. Is it Hadley? Basically, that roundabout, that big roundabout where the KSC is. Yes, that's where we were. That roundabout that everybody hates. Yes, that's where we were, guys. And there was no sat nav, so I didn't know whether to go second exit, first exit. I had to follow the road signs, and it was so confusing. And I didn't know where I was going or if I had to put on the indicators or not. So I was just going, and then I got lost. We got lost, but then because we got lost, a lot of time was taken. So we got lost, and I was just going. She was like, okay, fine, stop. And then a lot of time was taken because of that. And then if it was not time, right? If it was not God, I feel like God did that because if it was not like that, she might have made me done the parallel parking, but she didn't. So because time was gone, she made us go to Audi. There's an Audi close by to the driving test area for the maneuver. And then she made me do the front parking. Like, I was so happy. That was the easiest. Like, what? Even if it was a back parking, like going backwards to the car, I would have been fine. But she made us do the front parking. I was so happy. Hey, guys. And then the runabout that you raised before you get to the place was playing again. I was like, oh my gosh. Because you feel like, you see, it's that runabout is a problem because you're about to finish, right? You're about to finish. So you're like, oh my gosh, let me just get this done and over with. But then I did it slowly. And I made sure I did not hold. And then, yeah, it happened. And then when I was when I was there, I was stalling other people. Like when I was there, instead of me packing into the place, I was stalling others because I was trying to make the packing well. But I knew that the test was over, but I was still like, oh my gosh, what if she says it's not over? And then I was stalling because there were people behind me and I was so scared. And I just packed in anyhow. Because I heard a story about a girl that she was done with the test and she went to the driving test area and she didn't pack well because she knew that, oh, she's done and whatever. She just packed anyhow and the car hit something. And they said because of that, even though you had passed, you failed. Nah, I was like, that can't be me. So I made sure I was doing it well. And then, yeah, it's happened. And her facial expression was like so stiff. Like her facial expression said no. And I was like, her facial expression, like it just said no. And I was like, oh my gosh, I failed again. But then, no, I had passed. I was shouting. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Guys. And it was crazy because on that day, my mom was in Belgium and her purse was stolen. And I wanted to give her the good news. And yeah, it's basically some good news. And she was so happy. And I basically have the video, but my phone is playing again. I wanted to show you guys the video. Let me see if we can salvage it. Yeah, Lindsay, the trench runabout. The trench runabout. Really, parallel parking is easy. I don't find it easy, girl. I do not find it easy, but I'm learning. And now it's getting there. It's definitely getting there because oh, I'm coming. I'm trying to show you guys the video of my mom when I passed, but then it's playing, so it's like, oh, I think I'll not be able to. Yeah, girl, you need to teach. Please teach me. Teach me, because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. Oh, that's too bad. I think I might make a short video or something of when I passed and I'll show my mom how happy she was. But anyway, she was shouting. She was so happy. She was like, finally, Angel, finally. I was like, I know. And I didn't tell her. I just showed her the parking. Like, let me look. And she was like, ah. It was so cool. Seriously, guys. Like, yeah. It's crazy because afterwards I started getting imposter syndrome because I was like, what if after that people catch on that, oh, maybe I'm not good, maybe the driver instructor, she basically forged it for me to pass. I was not meant to pass, and maybe they arrest me. That's how I was feeling. I thought that, oh, I was not that good or whatever, why did I pass? But yeah, now it's been how many months? It's almost a year. It's almost a year now, and yeah, I'm quite confident and I'm so grateful and thankful to God. Even though it has been a lot and I wish it was so much easier. I'm still grateful to God because I feel like God made it like this because look, even though I had been through this for 5 years, I still had imposter syndrome. So imagine if I didn't have none of that. The imposter syndrome would have been even worse. You get it? So yeah, I'm thankful for God for everything, basically everything. Yeah, guys, this is so fun to have you here. Thank you, Lindsay, for being here. Please put your story down in the comments so that we can all read it because, girl, driving has not been easy. But then when you are done, you are like, oh my gosh. So this is how it is to drive. And I was taking bus the whole time. Like, what? So yeah, I'm thankful. And I'm thankful for you guys for being here, my royal babes. So make sure you follow. If you're on Facebook, please follow me and comment. And if you're on YouTube, please comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again. If you want to know any more stories about basically my life and things, please put it down in the comment below. It's going to be fun. It's going to be nice to come on here and talk to you guys too. And please pray for me because the devil has been toying with me. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Why is the chat not working? So, see you in the next video.